Have you ever wondered why, even though we know about the law of attraction, we still face blocks that prevent us from achieving our greatest desires? Imagine that we are constantly sabotaging our own potential without even realizing it. But what if I told you that the key to unlocking this powerful force is right in front of our eyes? Think about the last time you found yourself immersed in memories of the past or anxious about the future. How many opportunities did you miss because you weren't present in the moment? The magic of manifestation lies exactly in the now, where each moment carries a universe of possibilities. But how can we access this power if we are stuck in regrets or worries? Let's reflect on this. Are you living your life or just reliving old sufferings? Attachments to the past can be an invisible prison that prevents our evolution. Do you know someone who needed a crisis to finally break free from past pains? Do we need to reach the limit to understand that our essence goes beyond these stories of suffering? And what about the habit of blaming others or creating negative narratives? Is it possible that, instead of manifesting our desires, we are drowning in a sea of negative energy? Focusing on solutions instead of problems could be the change we need. Have you thought about this? Finally, consider the incessant desire for more. Could this constant search be burying the true essence of prosperity and abundance? Finding satisfaction in experiences and connections might be the secret to manifesting from a place of fullness, not lack. Let's embark on this journey of self-discovery and transformation together, where the true power of the law of attraction reveals itself in its fullest expression. Ready to explore these ideas and pave the way for a life of abundance and fulfillment? Let's go. Let me tell you a bit about how I see this law of attraction everyone talks about. Basically, the idea is that we can attract good things into our lives if we tune our energy with the universe. You know? It's like a magnet. You think positively, feel good things, and they come to you. The promise is quite tempting, right? Abundance, fulfillment, everything within our reach if we align our energies correctly. But, of course, it's not that simple. There are some details that make all the difference. One thing I've noticed is that we often neglect the present moment. I can't count how many times I've dwelled on the past or been anxious about the future and ended up forgetting to live in the now. This is a huge block, you know? Being stuck in what was or what will be doesn't help at all. It sounds cliché, but the present is where everything happens. It's here and now that we need to be because it's in this moment that opportunities arise and we can truly connect with the universe. And this connection makes all the difference when it comes to attracting what we desire. Another interesting point is this identity of pain, which is when we cling to our memories and traumas from the past. It seems our ego likes to identify with pain, right? It keeps finding identity in these bad experiences, and that just hinders us. To truly evolve, we need to let go of this attachment. Recognize that the past happened, but don't let it dominate our present. It's a crucial step for us to move forward and make space for good things. It's like, by letting go of this heavy baggage, we become lighter and ready to receive all the good the universe has to offer. Speaking of negative narratives, we have this habit of blaming the world, life, the government, the dog, anyone but ourselves. This tendency to create victim stories is a tremendous block. When we place ourselves in the role of the victim, we lose control of our own lives. It becomes difficult to manifest anything positive because the energy we're emitting is one of helplessness and resentment. The key here is to shift the focus from problems to possible solutions. It's a change in mentality, seeing challenges as opportunities for growth. Of course, it's not easy, but it's a necessary step for us to start creating a life more aligned with our desires. And I can't help but mention this incessant search for more things. We're always wanting more money, more status, more material goods. This creates a cycle of dissatisfaction that never ends. We forget that true wealth goes beyond material gains. When we start to manifest from a place of inner fullness, things flow differently. The feeling of abundance comes from within and, surprisingly, this attracts even more of what we desire without that incessant anxiety. And you know what's most interesting? The essence of our being. We need to explore this inner depth instead of just chasing external achievements. It's this connection with our true essence that gives us strength. When we are well internally, our consciousness expands and daily life transforms. We begin to live in alignment with a more expansive existence, richer in meaning and purpose. Another thing I've learned is about the practice of selfless giving. The importance of giving without expecting anything in return is immense. Our ego sometimes wants recognition, wants applause, but the real impact comes when we give from the heart, genuinely. This kind of giving creates a continuous flow of abundance because the universe responds to our generosity. It's a cycle of giving and receiving that feeds back and connects us deeply with the universe. And of course, all this is part of a journey of self-discovery. We overcome the layers of the ego and strengthen this connection with universal abundance. The law of attraction is more than just attracting material desires. It is a path of self-realization. We get to know ourselves better, understand our blocks, and gradually align our lives with the flow of the universe. It's a journey, a continuous process of learning and growth. So, the law of attraction is a powerful concept, but it requires us to abandon harmful habits and align ourselves with the universal flow. That's where true abundance manifests, and we begin to master this art of manifestation. Now, pause for a moment and reflect. How are you living your present? Are you truly present in your daily experiences, or are you stuck in the shadows of the past and anxieties about the future? It's easy to get lost in the hustle and bustle of daily life, but the real key to unlocking the power of the law of attraction is right here, in the now. When you allow yourself to be fully present, you open doors to infinite possibilities and a universe of opportunities. Speaking of being present, have you ever thought about the moments of pain you carry with you? How many times do we let stories of past suffering shape our current actions and thoughts? Letting go of these bonds doesn't mean forgetting or denying what happened, but rather recognizing that your essence goes beyond these experiences. Are you ready to leave these stories in the past and live fully in the present? Another important reflection is on the tendency to blame others or circumstances for our difficulties. Aren't we creating a negative narrative that only distances us from our desires? The true power of the law of attraction arises when we shift the focus from blame to action. Seeing challenges as opportunities can be the key to transforming your reality. Can you identify areas in your life where blame has been an obstacle? Finally, let's talk about the incessant pursuit of more, and more. Have you ever stopped to think if this race for accumulation is actually creating a void within you? True abundance isn't just in material possessions, but also in experiences, connections, and harmony with the present. Are you ready to shift the focus from materiality to true inner wealth? I invite you to reflect on these questions and share your experiences and insights in the comments. Let's continue this journey together, exploring and unlocking the true potential of the law of attraction in our lives. And remember, transformation begins the moment you decide to be present and conscious in the now. Until next time, and don't forget, the present is the greatest gift you can give yourself.